In this week's retro news, the 90s comedy show The Kids in the Hall, it's actually coming back. And we have 2 Charlie and the Chocolate Factory shows that are actually being made by Netflix. And there is a McDonald's playground from the 80s that is actually up for auction. So stay tuned for all that news and more coming up. What up to my peoples, and welcome to Retro Crunch, your #1 source for retro pop culture and news. So the first thing in this week's retro news is that one of my favorite skit comedy shows that ran from 1988 to 95, it's being revived with all 5 original cast members coming back for the show. The revival is going to be streamed on Amazon Prime, and it's going to consist of 8 episodes, although Amazon has not listed a release date for this yet, and we don't know when it's going to air. What I really liked about Kids in the Hall was I thought that it was a little bit more edgy than shows like SNL or In Living Color. It might not have been quite as funny, but it was still really fun to watch. Then next up, the biggest, baddest martial artist of them all, Chuck Norris. He's going to be coming back for Hawaii Five-O's series finale. It's going to be a 2-hour finale that's going to be on April 3rd at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And moving on to some retro movie news, the streaming service Netflix, they're actually working on not 1, but 2 Charlie and the Chocolate Factory TV shows. And both are going to be directed by Taika Waititi. One series is going to be a straight adaptation of the original or traditional story and characters from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And the other one is going to be set to focus on Willy Wonka's Oompa Loompas. So I'm hoping it's going to be pretty cool to see. Here's how Netflix describes the 2 stories. The shows will retain the quintessential spirit and tone of the original story while building out the world and characters far beyond the pages of the doll book for the very first time. Also, Tom Hanks has a trailer that came out for his newest war movie called Greyhound, and he plays the commander of a U.S. destroyer in the Navy, and he's fighting the attack and pursuit of some Nazi U-boats. Then there's also a trailer for the upcoming Scooby-Doo movie called Scoob, and this one actually has Blue Falcon in it, and I'm really excited for it. Then in some book news, the Judy Blume book, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. It is finally going to be happening. And the rights to the book were actually sold to Lionsgate Film. So keep an eye out for that one. In some other retro news, if you love those awesome McDonald's playgrounds as a kid in the 80s or 90s that were really dangerous, there's actually one up for sale. And if you have the money and room in your backyard, you might want to check it out. Then if you're into retro news and nostalgia stuff from back in the day, I'll see you in the next video right over there. I'll catch you guys on the flip side, and remember, if it ain't retro, it ain't worth watching.